in the heart of Blackburn North. For those of you who don't know me, Kelvin Chan's my name, also the listing agent alongside Jeri, who has been working tirelessly throughout this entire campaign. We also have my colleagues here today, Tabinda, Wenyu, Jim, here to assist you with any questions throughout the auction process. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the vendors for entrusting us with the sale of the beautiful family home here that we're standing on today. To the neighbours in the crowd, thank you for coming and for making this part of Blackburn North one of the best places to live in. To the bidders in the crowd, thank you for coming and wish you all the best in the bidding procedure. And to the one lucky buyer, we congratulate you in advance on your astute purchase. This auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that are made available before the commencement of the auction. As auction here, I'll be indicating bidders upon request and the right to place bids on behalf of the sellers, otherwise known as vendor bids. If when I decide to place those bids, I'll simply say vendor bid. This auction prohibits false bids, prohibits major disruptions by bidders, attempting to prevent us from bidding, and provides fines for misconduct. And last but not least, when this paperwork hits my hand and this property is deemed sold, I'll absolutely take no late bids and offers beyond that point. If you're successful here today, all that I require from you is a little 10% deposit of the full purchase price. Settlement time, you pick the time frame that suits you best. For the sellers, have been quite flexible here today, anywhere within the vicinity of 30 through to 90 days, unless prior arrangements have been made with you beforehand. In an instance where you're bidding against vendor bids, you have two options. Do not bid against the highest vendor bid, which means that you'll decrease your chances of being successful here today, as we'll get to negotiate with multiple parties afterwards. On the positive flip side, however, is that if you do bid against the highest vendor bid, you earn yourself the exclusive right to negotiate with the sellers, and statistically speaking, you'll increase your chances of being successful here today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you've all been through this beautiful, renovated, 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom, double garage home in the heart of Blackburn North. Plenty of living spaces as well, recently updated for you and your family to enjoy, whether it's an open living area, as you can see, plenty of space in the kitchen here, ladies and gentlemen. Also plenty of room here in the living space if anyone wants to make the way here and sit at the back as well. Bedrooms upstairs, bathrooms as well. One bathroom for every bedroom in this house, ladies and gentlemen, so there's plenty of space. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, in this location of Blackburn North, you're close to everything that you need, whether it's Katrina Road shops just around the corner here. If you want to go get a morning coffee, ladies and gentlemen, or if you want to go down and look at Wenyu's face on the wall in Katrina Street, or perhaps, ladies and gentlemen, some of the best primary schools in Melbourne, whether it's Old Orchard Primary School with a beautiful gymnasium where you can play basketball, ladies and gentlemen, Blackburn High School Zone, North Blackburn Shopping Square as well, Karamio shops just around the corner as well, bus services very close by as well, ladies and gentlemen, whether it's on Katrina Street, Middleborough Road, Springfield Road, ladies and gentlemen, and train stations, Blackburn, Blackburn, Box Hill, within close proximity. So this is a perfect home for a growing family. As you can see, plenty of families here to bid and buy, plenty of children here as well. Enough for a growing family. I'm going to kick it over to you now. Ball's in your court. Who would like to get this auction started with an opening bid, opening offer, 64 Morrie Crescent, Blackburn North now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm in your hands. You tell me what's fair market value. You start me off, whatever you want to say. Any bid offer at all now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm in your hands.
1.3.
1.3, welcome to the bidding here now, $1,300,000. Bottle of champagne to the opening bidder, I assume. $1.3 million, thank you. At $1,300,000 now. At $1,300,000 at the moment. At 1.3 now. At $1,300,000 next to Jim. Any other buyers in the crowd? Now's the time to jump in here at $1,300,000. At 1.3. At $1,300,000 good value buying in the heart of Blackburn North now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm in your hands. 20,000, welcome to the bidding here, ma'am. 1.32 in the back next to the vendor at $1,320,000. And I wish you all the best in the auction procedure here today at 1,320. Up $1,320,000 now. 1,320. 1,320. Can I see 40, sir? What do you say? Or to perhaps my opening bidder, if you want to come back in front here.
Impossible door.
140, thank you, back in front, 1340. Up $1,340,000 now. Next to Jim. 1.34. Deep, what do you say? $1,340,000 at the moment. Let's go 60. To get you back in front, ma'am. $1,340,000 at the moment. 1340. Great value buying in the heart of Blackburn North now, ladies and gentlemen. You're not going to find another deal like this at $1,340,000 here. Any buyers in the garage as well? I hope I haven't missed you at $1,340,000 at the moment. 1340. Need to know. At $1,340,000, I'm going to call it 3 times. Prepare to miss out, buyers. 60, 1360 new interest here. 3 bidders involved here at 1360. At $1,360,000 now. 38. Welcome to the bidding here now. 4 bidders involved. 1380.
1.4.
1.4 bang next to Jim here. Bids back against Jim here. 1.4 now. 1.4 bids back against you, sir, in the back at $1.4 million next to Jim. At 1.4, 4 bidders involved here, ladies and gentlemen. That should give you confidence. 1.420 that you're buying prime real estate in a prime location at 1420. At $1,420,000 next to Jeri here, 1420. At $1,420,000. 40 to get you back in front here, ladies and gentlemen. 1420. At $1,420,000 here. Next to Jeri. Bids back against you. Surrounding the island bench here. We've got 2 bidders here next to the kitchen. 1420 here on my left. 1420. Buyers, now's the time to jump in.
Is it on the market?
I'll let you know as soon as we are. At 1420. That next bid could put us there, sir. At 1420. At $1,420,000. You're going to be holding the highest bid at all times at 1420. At $1,420,000 here on my left hand side. At 1420 on my left. At 1420. Let's go 40 in the back here, sir. At 1420 at the moment. 1420. At 1420 now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is great value buying in the heart of Blackburn North. When you just sold one in Peter Avenue, ladies and gentlemen, single level home, $2.372 million for a single level home in Blackburn North. Here we are, double story home, ladies and gentlemen, 1420, great value buying. You're saving $1 million here, similar land size, at $1 million.
Did you take 10?
We'll take your 10, sir. Extend the same courtesy to anyone in the crowd here. 1430, back in front here, at $1,430,000. At $1,430,000. At 1430. At $1,430,000. I think we've had 4 bidders involved here today. 1040 now, 1440. At $1,440,000. 1440, 50 to get you back in front, sir. Which would only be $20,000 above your previous increment. At $1,440,000 now. Think about the space, ladies and gentlemen, perfect for entertaining. Whether it's in that garage space, al fresco, ladies and gentlemen, perfect for outdoor entertaining in all types of weather. At $1,440,000 at the moment. 1440. At $1,440,000 now, going to call it 3 times. Prepare to miss out, buyers. At $1,440,000 for the first call now at 1440. Second opportunity now at $1,440,000. Third and final call now at 1440. All done, finished and silent here at 1440. Bids here with Jeri's buyer at 1440. Bids back against you when you
50.
50. Welcome back in front to my opening bidder here at $1,450,000 now. 1450. At $1,450,000 for Jim and his buyer here now at 1450. At $1,450,000 now. At 1450. If you've been holding back, waiting to bid, now's the time now, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, at $1,450,000 now. 1450. The cooling's so strong in this house, ladies and gentlemen, we haven't even turned on the split systems here. At $1,450,000 now. At 1450. Over here, I think. 10 here, 1460 now. Bids back against you. When at 1460 now. At $1,460,000 now. 1460. 1460 with Jeri here at $1,460,000. Bids back against you when you here at 1460. At $1,460,000 now. 70 to get you back in front, or perhaps go straight to lucky number 8, sir. At $1,460 here. At 1460. At $1,460,000 now. Jim, any interest here? To your opening bid, and now's the time to jump back in front at 1460. At 1,460 now. 70 to get you back in front. At 1,460. 460 now. At $1,460,000 now. 70 to get you back in front. 1070 now. Good bidding here. 1470 at the moment. 1470 with Jim. At $1,470,000 now. 1470. At $1,470,000 now. 1470 now. Jeri, 80 to get you back in front. 1470 at the moment. At $1,470 here. 1470 now, ladies and gentlemen, need to know. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to hit the pause button now. I'm going to seek further instructions from our vendors. I will be back with you in just a minute. Thank you. Confirming the bid, 1470 now. 1470 with Jim and his buy here. 1470 at the moment. 1470 now, ladies and gentlemen. 1470 on my right hand side. Bids back against you, Jeri. What do you say? 1480 to get you back in front here. At $1,470,000 now. 1470 here on my right. At 1470 now. Bids here on my right hand side. 80 to get you back in front, sir. 1470. 80 now, good bidding here. 1480 on my left hand side. Bids back against you, Jim. 1480. 90 to get you back in front here. In that pole position here, sir. 1480 at the moment. At 1480 on my left hand side. 90 to get you back in front here. At 1485 here. 1485. At $1,485,000 now. Bids back against you, sir. 1490, we're on the market and selling for no better bidding here today. 1490 with Jeri and his buy here at 1490. At $1,490,000. Bids back against you to my opening bidder. 1490 on my left hand side. On the market and selling, no better bidding here today. The moment that you've been waiting for, sir. 1490 at $1,490,000. You've been asking us since the beginning. At 1490 on the market and selling now. 1490. Jeri and his buy here, 1490. Bids back against you, Jim. 1490. Going to call it 3 times and sell away to the 595. 95 now, Jeri. 1495. 51. 1.5. Sorry, 1.5 here. 1.5 now. Bids back against you, Jim. $1.5 million. Can't come to an auction and not bid, sir. 1.5. Let's put in a bid. At 1.5. At 1.5 now. At 1.5. Long time ago. 1.5 now. 1.5 here. Bids back against you. 1.5 now on the left. 1.5 here on the left hand side. Bids back against you, sir. 1.5. Ladies and gentlemen, 1.5 at the moment here. 1.5. 1.5 now.
Great value.
Buy in the back here as well.
We
Next
sold
to
this
the
one.
island bench.
146.
At 1.5 now. At $1,500,000. Bids here. Bids here on my left.
Original
Bids
house.
back against you, Jim.
Old house. 146 already.
At 1.5.
This is great value. Same size.
Can't go wrong with this house now, ladies and gentlemen. 1.5. At $1,500,000 now. Good at court 3 times. Further missed out buys. First call now. $1.5 million. Second
You
opportunity.
bid on 1,000.
1,000 new interest here. 5 bidders involved here today. 1,502. 1,502. The ones don't seem to be working, sir. Let's try 10. At 1,502. At $1,502,000 here. 1,502. At $1,502,000. 1,502 bids back against you, sir. At $1,502,000. Much cooler over here, guys. At $1,502,000. If anyone's feeling hot, you can come to the back over here. It's much cooler over here, ladies and gentlemen. At 1,502. If you all like to be together, that's fine as well. 1,502. At $1,502,000 now. With Jeri and his buy at 1,502. At 1,502. Everyone's stretching the limits.
Hard to hear. 4 of you against 2. I think you can.
1,502. Come. Over there is much cooler. Again, sit on the couch. The whole living room is yours. At 1,502. At $1,502,000.
2,000.
2,000. 504. Sorry, 2,000. Yeah. 505. 505. 1,505. At $1,505,000 here with Jeri. It's back against you guys here. 1,505. At 1,505, ladies and gentlemen, interest rates predicted to come down. We're going into the winter market as well, which means less stock on the marketplace, ladies and gentlemen. 1,505. At $1,505,000 now. All done, finish and silent. 1,505. Listen to Wayne Yu, he sells the most homes in Blackburn North, so he knows the market. 1,505. At $1,505,000 now. Good at court 3 times. First call now, 1,505. Second opportunity now at $1,505,000. Third and final call. 5, 10, 1,510. 1,510. Opening bidder is back in front, and we've missed you, man. Welcome back in front. 1,510. 1,000, 1,511. 1,511. Let's go back up in fives, man. At 1,511.
Just renovation.
1,511. 1,511. $1,511,000 here. 1,511. 1,511. $1,511,000 now. $1,000 is all that separates you from that previous bid that you put at 1,511. Let's go to 15 or 20. At $1,511,000 now. 1,511. Late stages of the auction here now. Going to call it 3 times. First call now, 1,511. Second opportunity now at $1,511,000. Third and final call now at 1,511. All done? Finish?
12.
12.
2. 5, 2. 1,520.
1,520. 1,520. Switching up the strategy now. 1,520. 1,000. 1,521. 1,521. Test the bid, sir. That could have been their last bid. At 1,521. At $1,521,000. What's the worst that can happen? At 1,521. If you bid another bid, either you get the property, or they're going to bid on top of that anyway, and you lose nothing, sir. At 1,521. At $1,521,000. Think about it. If you were to buy a home on Morrie Crescent, where homes are selling in excess of $1.3, $1.4 million, and then you had to put your own mark on that, renovate the house, put an extension, double-story extension, think about how much that would cost. Here's your chance to bid and buy, house already done, ready for you to move in at 1,521. at the moment. On the market and selling at the moment, 1521. No more open for inspections, no more auctions. $1,521,000. First call now, 1521. Second opportunity at $1,521,000. Third and final call, 1521. All done? I missed out. Thank you. All done here. Thank you. Thank you for your participation. Any other buyers who bidded today? Sure, ma'am. Came here for the first time at 1521.
Think about it.
All done?
You can change your mind.
Alright. 10 seconds change your mind. I think we found our new owner here on the left hand side, 1521. Don't miss out for $1,000, sir. 1521. You don't miss out for $1,000. Think about a building inspection that you're going to pay. That's $1,000 already. At 1521, you've invested in that. Don't miss out for 1521. 1521. Up $1,521,000 now. Think about it, even conveyancer costs are about $1,000. 1521. Sure, man. You keep missing out. You've been missing out since the end of last year. At 1521. Hate for you to miss out now. 1521. 25, that was worked away. I thought we were going to sell it there. At 1525. At 1525, bids back against you now. 26, 26. This guy's Mr. Consistent, nothing phases him. $1,000 here on the left hand side. Bids back against you, man. At 1526. At $1,526,000. 1526. 1526. Let's go, you can sit over there. 1526. When we sign the contracts with a new purchaser, perhaps that's going to be you, ma'am. We'll sit in that living area. Cooling's much stronger over there. 1526. At $1,526,000. All done, finished and silent. First call now, 1526. Second opportunity, 1526. Third and final call. At $1,526,000. Are you sure? For $1,000. For $1,000. What can you get for $1,000, sir? At 1526. That could have been their last bid. At 1526. I think we've got the indication to sell here, ladies and gentlemen. They've shaken their head for the last time, perhaps, at 1526. You're in the box seat here. Hang on in tight, 1526. Bronson, any interest here now? You don't want to go home with empty pockets here without buying a property of this nature in Blackburn North, 1526. You'll be back onto the marketplace on realestate.com. You're not going to find another property like this at this value at 1526. Give a call 3 times now. First call, 1526. Second call, 1526. Third and final call, $1,526,000. All done, finished and silent now. 1526, man. Calculator's been pulled out here. Calculator's been pulled out here, sir. I give you permission to bid on top of your previous bid. If you want to show how keen you are to purchase this property, and you can knock the buyers out if you want to, at 1526, or perhaps this is your last bid, at 1526, at 1526, at 1526 now. 1526, you saw how long it took for them to get the last bid out. Everyone's stretching the limits here. 1526. At $1,526,000 now. No matter how you divide it, calculate it now. 1526, 1,000, 1527. That's the difference. Those last bids are the bids that count at 1527. At $1,527,000. You can go home today, tell your family and friends, I purchased real estate for $1,000 here today with a $1,000 bid, 1527 at $1,527,000. 1528. 1528, lucky number 8 here. It took a while to get that last bit. Let's try 30, sir. 1528. At $1,528,000 now. 1528. At $1,528,000 now. 30 to get you back in front, sir. At 1528. At $1,528,000. 1528, sir. 1528. A lot of buyers set the limits on those round figures. Their limit perhaps could be 1530 or 1550. So if you get there first, sir, you could purchase this property here today at 1528. 1528. 1528. The family's here. They can help you. Perhaps they can give you a little bit of money as well. To be on top of this, 1528 at the moment. At 1528. $1,528,000 with interest rates coming down now, ladies and gentlemen. Now's the perfect time to buy before the market picks up even more at 1528. You're not even going to remember the price you paid here today, ladies and gentlemen, in 10 years' time. You're going to be talking to real estate agents and your neighbours, and you're going to be saying, can you believe it? When I bought this house, it was $1,528,000. At 1528, I wish I could have bought two. At $1,528,000 now. Here on the right hand side, 1528. All done, finished and silent. Every year, prices go up, ladies and gentlemen. We used to remember when Morrie Crescent gets prices, $1.2 million. Now, 1.3, 1.4, what even 1.5. And only going to escalate as the years come, ladies and gentlemen. 1528 at $1,528,000 now. First call, 1528. Second opportunity at $1,528,000. Third and final call. 30, good bidding here now, 1530. At 1530, the ones don't seem to be working, sir. Let's put in a strong knockout offer. Let's go straight to 35 or 40. The $1,000 only giving them ammunition to come back stronger. At 1930. You go 1,000, they're going to go 1,000. There's no difference, Matt. Show them your strength. Let's go 1,000, sir. Let's go 1,000. Thank you. 1931. 1931 bids back against you now. 1931. All done. Finished. Sorry. 1531. 1531. Sorry. Don't worry, I'm just predicting the future. That's the price in a few years' time. At 1531 at the moment. 1531. Bids back against you, sir. 1531. Is it a calculator being pulled out or is it realestate.com? 1531. 1531. No other auctions of this value here. 1531, sir. In our each note, I tried to get them to bid $5,000, sir, and they said no. You know why? Because that's their limit. $1,000, that's their last bid. 1531, sir. Let's try another one. At 1531. I reckon if you go straight to 35, you'll knock them out and you'll buy the property. At 1531 at the moment. 1531. 1531 here. At 1531. Choice is yours, sir. Are you sure? Thank you. They'll be happy to hear that. 1531. Someone will be celebrating here today. And commiserations to other underbidders here today. At $1,531,000. First score now, 1531. Second opportunity now at $1,531,000. Third and final call, 1531. On behalf of the team at CHM Real Estate, Jeri and I have been the selling agents for this property. We look forward to talking to you after the auction on $1,531,000. This property is selling. This property is selling. Put your hands together to the new purchasers. This property is sold. Congratulations. Congratulations to other bidders. Congratulations.